Muay Thai and wrestling are the perfect antidote for Fabio's boxing and jiu-jitsu. But I'm telling you what, his entire demeanor changed when he started addressing some of the comments that Fabio had made, saying that he's scared, calling him a sheep. And it's honestly a side of him I have never seen before. He looked me straight in the eye and he said, I'm never actually trying to hurt people when I fight. And look what still happens. Imagine what's going to happen now when I go out there with intent. I'm going to mess him up. And of course, I'm paraphrasing there a little bit due to the language, but there's definitely something extra on this one, guys.
All right, couple of New Englanders meeting in the big show tonight. William Knight is 33, Fabio Cherant is 26. Cherant, the taller man by a few inches. Both fighters have successfully come in at or below the 206-pound light heavyweight divisional limit. 1-inch reach advantage for the plus 145 underdog, the Water Buffalo, Fabio Cherant. All right, now to get to the introductions for the light heavies, here's Joe Martinez.
Well, fight fans, we are set to go with the next fight tonight. 3 rounds, this in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 6 feet, 1 inch tall. Weighing in officially 205 pounds in 9 fights. His record stands at 7 victories with 2 defeats. He fights out of Wrentham, Massachusetts. Here is Fabio, the Water Buffalo Cherant. And across the octagon, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He's a brawler standing 5 feet 10 inches tall. Weighing in at the light heavyweight limit, 206 pounds. His record stands at 9 victories with 2 defeats. He fights out of East Hartford, Connecticut. Here is William Nightmare Knight. Your referee in charge of the action is Chris Tognoni.
Chris Tognoni back in there. One of 3 prelim assignments for the veteran referee tonight. Fabio Cherant had a whole lot of things to say about his opponent, William Knight. William Knight and the perceived advantages he thought he had.
Ready, sir? Ready, bud? Fight!
Cherant is in the white trunks. William Knight is in black.
William Knight is just big, John. I mean, look, he's just big. Like, you know, when he was on the Contender Series, I joked about him and I having the same physique. I give up. I mean, look at his arms.
Look at the lower half, too,
man.
man.
Huge.
While some of you were in commercial break, we talked about some of the training camp changes that Fabio Cherant has made, lauding the efforts of wrestling coach Greg Jones and everybody at Sanford MMA in South Florida.
And we see this from Cherant, this sitting back, waiting to land that strike, and does his best work when he hurts you on the feet, then looks to go hunt those submissions. But you see, this is what he wants. He's patient. He wants Knight to come to him, which could be a dangerous game plan.
But even Knight, right, throwing the high kick, the low kick, you can see that there's a little bit more to him tonight as he goes in there with a guy that he doesn't like as much as some of the guys he's fought before.
And Knight is crushing that inside leg. Cherant's got to counter that. He's got to figure something out. You don't want to. That's smart there from Knight to mix up the levels on that kick.
Go to the body now if you're William Knight, right? He's the conventional guy. The southpaw has the window open. Slide it right up under that knee. It only takes one of those.
You good? Keep him up. Keep him up.
Body shot from Cherant, 90 seconds in. William Knight looks legit pissed in there fighting tonight.
He does. He does. You're right. He's got a demeanor about him tonight that we haven't seen. Oh! He's got to be careful pulling his chin back like that, John.
He's actually like almost like disdain when Cherant attacks him. But he's got to be careful because, as we saw in the last fight, right? Balmundez landed a lot of those shots to the body. They may not have hurt early. By the end of the fight, Roosevelt's carrying his hands lower because he's taking so many of those shots.
Beautiful kicks, though, from William Knight in this first round.
Yep, followed it up with a left hand upstairs. And it must be said of Fabio Cherant, he's only been training in martial arts for 5 years. These guys came up together, but Cherant very much a developing fighter.
Brand new. And you know what's crazy about that? Like, that's Francis Ngannou. Like, Francis Ngannou just started training. Yeah. He's the heavyweight champion of the world. Like, it's so crazy how fast people develop, right? Cherant's in the UFC. Francis has been in the UFC for 4 years and he started. Like, I mean, it's crazy. These guys are getting better because the better athletes are now fighting mixed martial arts. Oh, that one? You didn't like that one?
And that was a nice move there from Charant to recognize that William Knight is pulling back with his chin up in the air. So he instead of throwing that straight left, he came overhand left.
He did that against Jung, too. That's why Jung looked like he was Roy Jones with his jab. Like, Jung's jab was just ridiculous, right? Like, when in the world did Dale Jung develop a Roy Jones-level jab?
Right.
It's because William Knight kept pulling his head back. And be honest, like, William's a shorter guy, right? So you got to be better defensively when you're the shorter athlete.
Under 2 minutes here to go in round one. Knight's got that dog in him, there's no doubt. He had to dig deep in that Dao Jung fight. Sort of leaned on his athletic gifts, the power and explosiveness to escape some compromising spots.
Don't leave it at that one. Put 2 or 3 on.
I just don't like how he's leaving his chin up there. He's looking really good with that inside leg kick, mixing up the levels with it as well. And so far, the defense has held up. He's gotten out of the way. But there you go.
That's that one. Yep. Look at that body shot. What a kick by Knight.
How about the acoustics in this Apex? Oh, man.
See, as Charant tries to find the range,
goodness.
it could be trouble the way he's moving back.
It's irresponsible, man. That's very. Oh my gosh!
Nightmare is alive!
Man, you do that, then you hit us with some acrobatics.
He said stop playing with him. William Knight said stop playing with me.
Stop playing with me!
Uh-oh. Somebody made him mad.
You got to go in there and interview
My
him.
fucking ring.
He better chill out before I walk up in there. I don't want to walk up in there, fella.
go.
I'm not looking for a fight no more.
Like that.
Right here, look at this. Charant tries to go back. I mean, William Knight, look at this. Just throws that left hook. I mean, its arm's not even bent.
No.
It's not even turned.
It's not,
right?
it's not accurate. It's
You
not how you're
see,
supposed to throw it.
he's so powerful that, look at that. His arm's straight.
His shoulders bent
His
in
shoulders
like
turned.
this.
He hit him with the front of his fist.
I didn't even see it, to be
Look at
honest.
the way Charles Oliveira landed his left hook against Michael Chandler. Oh my, look at that. Dude is crazy powerful.
Wow.
To knock somebody out with
That was
Charles.
our reaction to his flip here. Look at this athleticism. That's
come on,
madness. To have that much muscle and do backflip.
Let's go!
Huge result for William Knight. A lot of early competition for bonus money. DC will talk to the Nightmare when we return.
CT, stand up, baby! Stand up!
Bora. O Nuno tá aí. Nuno. Nuno.
UFC Fight Night is presented by Modelo, and if you're watching the action early tonight, you have been richly rewarded with a lot of potential SportsCenter top 10 moments. To make this one official is Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 3 minutes, 58 seconds. Round number one, we have your winner by KO victory, William Nightmare!
Let's go, New England!
William Knight, first off, let's try to bring that. There it is. The energy has changed now. We're friends. Man, what a performance. A knockout in a fight like that, a guy that you didn't seem to like so much. How good does it feel to finish him in that way?
It wasn't more so I didn't like him. It was just a lot of stuff being told to me, screenshot and showed, saying I have no hands. I can't throw hands. I'm not a striker. I'm afraid to get hit. I 8-0 overhand and threw my quick right hook, my left hook. It is what it is. You speak on what you don't see, but that's the most dangerous thing.
William, let's take a look at that left hook. I mean, you're so powerful that as he's trying to hit you, your arm straight, look at that. Your arm straight and you tag him on the chin and drop him. I mean, my man, how are you generating that power with that arm not even bent in that hook position?
My coach said not to use so much power, to use speed, and this power will be there. And it just so happened the training that I do is short reps, short range, and it just landed. It was timing.
William, the timing was beautiful, but the timing of this, I mean, I've done this a few times in my life. Talk about this backflip.
Yeah, my fans and people always texting me saying, yo, why don't you do the big man backflip? There you go.
Well, the big man did a big backflip, and the big man had a massive victory. Congratulations, my man. Ladies and gentlemen, William Knight.
And the big man stuck the landing and has certainly set himself up for a big fight, potentially getting somebody on the fringe of that top 15. That's a huge, huge win for William Knight as he tries to continue his upward career trajectory here in a wide open light heavyweight division. Well, it's been a methodical rise to title contention for tonight's headliner, Jared Cannonier, a thoughtful man outside the octagon and undeniably a force of nature in it. Here's Megan O'Leary.
Well, Jared, thank you so much for joining us today. You talked about being a heavyweight previously in your career. You went from heavyweight to light heavyweight to middleweight. Do you identify, when you think about yourself, do you still identify as that guy who was a heavyweight? Do you look back at your time as a heavyweight and go, oh my God, what was I thinking? Like, where are you when you kind of look back at those times in these different weight classes?
When I look back, I was like, yep, that was me. Fat and happy, eating everything from anywhere, you know? Undisciplined and, you know, so, but fearless nonetheless, you know? But I knew I was never a natural heavyweight. So it was just consequential, you know? It just happened. Whenever I got into MMA, I just happened to be pretty big. Yeah, when I look back, especially in my UFC career as a heavyweight, it's pretty comical if you ask me. You know, my first fight, which wasn't funny, you know, I lost, but it was still good to get my toes wet, if you will. And my second fight was pretty interesting. It was the first fight they had in Croatia. And that was fun to go all the way over there and get the win, get my first UFC win there.
Scrolly said in Lil.
Huge left hand for Cannonier. Oh, Asker's not going to survive this. The killer gorilla, Jared Cannonier.
Interestingly, that card had like 3 other heavyweight fights on that card. And it was me and Cyril Asker. It was Francis Ngannou, Curtis Blades, Derek Lewis, Gabriel Gonzaga, Ben Rothwell, and Junior Dos Santos.
Quite the lineup.
Yeah.
Scrolly said 4OG.
Towered over me. You know, not only were they towering over me, but they filled in. You know, they were filled. Yeah, they were big. So, seeing all those heavyweights in person sort of put it into perspective, if you will. If I want to be smart about my career and really pursue this, I got to be smart about it. And going in there without a six-pack, you know what I'm saying, rippling muscles, and as much of an advantage as I can have without cheating myself or cheating my opponent. And I should be doing that. So that incorporated dieting, working out more than once a day, you know, for 4 hours long, you know, being smarter about my exercise. So it just had to happen. So me and the wife, we buckled up. Way to live too, you know, that comes along with.
É só ir para o menu se quiseres, não precisas. Yeah.
big things coming up, folks. International Fight Week this September. 3 legendary matchups on tap at UFC 266. Volkanovski and Ortega for the featherweight title. Shevchenko versus Murphy for flyweight gold. Also, Nick Diaz returns against Robbie Lawler at UFC 266. Saturday, September 25th. Available for purchase only on ESPN+. All right, big spot here for a couple of bantamweight hopefuls. Let us see how it plays out. And it is shaping up to be an exciting clash of strikers when Bea Malecki makes her 3rd UFC appearance against a UFC first-timer with a flair for the dramatic and Brazilian finisher, Josiane Nunes. A former amateur Muay Thai champion, Brazil's Josiane Nunes has carried her striking prowess into the world of mixed martial arts. And with 6 of her 7 pro wins coming by nothing, she's looking to make a sudden
Okej.
puts her 6-fight winning streak on the line.
Eu estava aqui a trocar uns itens. Falta-me aqui um item para pôr nesta merda. Não. O que é que eu vou pôr aqui?
Coming up next, Bea Malecki faces Josiane Josie Nunes.
These. Oh no.
She's got a hell of a chin that allows her to be offensive, puts a hell of a pace on her. But Paul UFC debut in 11 pounds over.
Isto é o meu Renault Clio do GT. GT lá. Nuno. 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 O gajo não ficou, esmaguei a bola. consegui autogol. Vou beber um bocadinho do outro. Tive reação. Virar para o outro lado, fiz drift para lá à direita. Nossa equipa existir, não quero. Já vazou tudo da nossa equipa, deu-se a render e vazou. Isto. Veja lá, report. Fui para o menu, vou sempre para o menu. Menu.
She is overwhelming right now, though.
I think she's fatiguing Malecki there. You see those?
Yeah, Malecki taking big deep breaths too.
She's like, what do I got to do? I hit her with spinning elbows, head kicks.
Well, Maleki's just constantly on the defensive.
There you go.
Yep. Nunes just keeps getting after her.
Nunes has had a tendency throughout her career to headhunt, but more often than not, it has worked.
Nice body head there from Nunes. I'm telling you, body. Gotta go to the body.
You can see the look on Maleki's face, man.
The judge, or the referee, I should say. That'll do it! Ziani Nunes! Welcome to the UFC, 7 in a row! What's happening, DC?
What rehydration did these fighters take tonight?
Is going on?
I want whatever everybody had for breakfast today.
Holy smoke.
Bohanovic, Josiane Nunes takes Bea Maleki's O with style.
Right here, you see, she's just throwing, man. Maleki's evading with her hands down because she's tired. She can't get her off of her. And then look at Josiane. Right hand over the top lands and just puts her out. You don't see this much at 135. You don't see knocked out one punch.
Look at that, KO.
That's how powerful she is.
Perfect overhand left right on the jaw. And you saw Maleki's hands already starting to fatigue. She couldn't keep them up as much. I feel like we've done that well.
Trapped by illusion, we offer another path, where the battle to belong